But nonetheless, we're going to talk about Ridley Scott's Napoleon. That's in cinemas right now. Myself and Aladdin has checked it out and gave it a watch. What was my thoughts? Before watching this film, I can't say I was like super excited to watch it, but I was interested to watch it simply because it's Ridley Scott.
Wait, on the chat, you look like you was mad excited to watch it. No, I'm saying like, what changed?
It's on my list to watch.
Okay.
So maybe the words seem like I was like, let's go watch this film.
I read it wrong.
But I watched in IMAX, of course, because I got the voucher team to watch in IMAX. And I feel like certain films that are promoted for IMAX, I like to consider trying and put in effort to watch in IMAX.
Does that promote for IMAX?
Yeah, they have like the whole IMAX trailer thing saying shot on IMAX, made for IMAX, the whole shebang. So
you can see a horse getting
for
diamond in IMAX,
and it looked beautiful.
That's awesome. Wild.
I watched this film 3 hours. I think it was like a good 3 hours long, and I enjoyed this film. I can't say it's my top film of the year, but I actually I enjoyed the film. I think it was a cool film to watch. But that's pretty much my review of it.
I think this is the first movie that I was really excited to watch, and I was very disappointed in after coming out of it. Like most of the movies that I watched, I'm disappointed in. I wasn't mad excited to watch it. This one was like Joaquin Phoenix as Napoleon. This is gonna slap.
Yeah.
This is slap.
It had good moments in it.
Yeah,
but then it was like,
and it was surprisingly funny at some points. Like it was like random jokes that.
But I think Napoleon. I don't know if Napoleon's character in the actual real life was meant to be like. He was meant to be a weird person.
He's like it's supposed to, they call it the Napoleon complex kind of thing, where it's like you're overcompensating.
Shit, is that where that come from?
It's like they're overcompensating and kind of like
I did not know that.
You didn't know that Napoleon complex came from Napoleon.
It was like everyone thought, assumed he'd be a tall, dashing man, but then he was actually.
No, he was.
He actually wasn't. He wasn't actually.
He was average for the time.
Yeah, he was actually average.
But his persona.
They thought that he'd be like some tall, like you hear Napoleon, you think of a grand.
Yeah, because
then apparently when you saw him, he didn't look like the name Napoleon. That was the saying.
I think because he's known for war, and you see him, he's like, this guy's not really built for war.
No, to be fair,
you gotta remember that like our version of it is the textbook understanding of it from the Anglo side. The English side.
Yeah.
So that was the perception they were trying to give. The whole the Battle of Waterloo, and that whole perception, they put that narrative forward for a reason. It was propaganda. But he wasn't actually necessarily short or whatever. It's just the perception that was given over time.
And he has to overcompensate in a way, kind of like he's like, the pop out is just kind of thing.
Fair enough. So where do you find the disappointment in this film then? Because you said
before I talk about that, there was one thing that I really liked. I couldn't stop looking at the costuming. It's so good.
It really set the time. I was blown away how it actually. I'm watching like this is.
I'm looking at the outfits and then
the texture of the buildings, like architecture was so spot on. It's actually.
So the budget went on that basically.
Yeah, it was
also
beautiful
and very bloody.
Beautiful.
Like just a little insider, because I have a friend that works at Somerset House. Half of it was actually shot in Somerset House. So you need
Somerset House. What's that?
It's basically like a outside concert, like.
No, it's like it's a big building. You know, they have the ice skating.
But I've seen concerts there.
In London. Yeah, you can go to for concerts, but there's the ice skating rink that people go to. That's really
with the big building in front of it.
Yeah, that's Somerset House.
Okay.
So parts of it were actually shot at Somerset House because it has that almost like Georgian-esque architecture.
So not fully CGI. That's good.
Yeah, it was.
But the CGI they did do.
That's the shocking thing.
I love it.
Then maybe shouldn't have that CGI.
No.
It was good.
I'm not saying it was bad. I'm saying it was good, but like it was specifically what they used it for.
It was good because they used it correctly.
It was amazing.
I remember when I was studying film. This is me going back to university time, studying film production. Someone told one of the teachers said special effects are special because they use so
minimal.
Yeah. So with this, it's like they pinpointed what they needed it for and really attached the energy.
Even you and Nolan, they use it minimally.
Even you use it
the purpose is mad.
It makes it bang. That's what makes it special.
So we're not used to seeing it all
so
the
for
time.
this film, Napoleon, there's certain moments where I won't do spoilers, but certain moments in the film you go, okay, that was CGI, but it looked good.
Yeah,
it worked.
Yeah,
really good.
The job of a visual effects artist is to have your work not be seen, not be noticed.
Yeah.
If you can't notice it, then you've done a good job, kind of thing, innit? And where it was used was fantastic. So that's the first things I liked. I like the costume. I like the set designs. I like the visual effects. What I didn't.
Oh, sorry.
What I didn't like. Pacing.
Pacing was bad.
Was
Pacing was bad.
poor.
Pacing was bad. And for a Ridley Scott film, he normally good at pacing because his films are always long. But he always seems, for me, from films I've seen.
You said 3 hours. It's actually 2.5. It felt like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Oppenheimer felt quicker.
Yeah.
That movie was fun. That movie was fun.
Oppenheimer
was
was
fun.
great, but it was 3 hours
fun.
long and it felt shorter.
Because it was fun. It was so fun.
But do you think it's because like Scott really indulged himself in the storytelling of it from a director's perspective?
Yeah, and I feel like you're dealing with.
audience?
I think you're dealing with timeline as well. So obviously he's going through his whole span. So you're dealing with this moment, then years later, this moment.
Yeah, big time jumps.
Different history moments, and like I kind of lose myself a little bit, and so it feels like it's being dragged on. But yeah, his pacing was bad. Certain like the fighting scenes were good. I enjoyed it.
The battles,
But I think when I think about it, I think it was just the pacing. The pacing just was off.
The battles did get me interested. That was the part of the trailer that really got me. Like, yeah, because the whole ice floor thing and that was like, oh, I look forward to it. And when it happened, it was just, oh, okay, now what kind of thing.
And also, I feel like I got Napoleon, but I didn't get much of Napoleon. If that makes sense.
We got very good. We got a good Josephine. Josephine was.
He did.
She was great.
Yeah, she did good. She was.
Which is mad. The fact that Vanessa Kobe stood out in a movie with Joaquin Phoenix, directed by.
She's known for doing those type of period.
Yeah,
pieces.
she's really.
That's a bag.
She's really known for her
that's
period
a bag.
pieces.
If you go for a list of shows she's in, she's
in Pride and Prejudice and a lot of that kind of stuff.
You're not gonna like where I know her from. If I tell you where I know her from, you're not gonna like.
Impossible. Where?
Before that.
Yeah, what was that?
Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the brother innit? Look at your reference.
Either way, one thing I did, the whole like idea of Joaquin Phoenix just felt like Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like someone else. It was like almost like a slight typecast in a way.
Yeah,
He didn't feel like like I saw Joker kind of thing.
Yeah, I can see that they chose him because they know he can do it, but then he was so much.
He looked great.
That
visually he looked fantastic.
Napoleon.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know who Napoleon meant to be, I just saw Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I saw him like the thing is, and this probably has something to do with the fact that I don't know much about the story. But throughout the whole movie thinking, this guy's a little bitch. The whole movie, this guy's a bitch. I didn't realize that was actually his, not necessarily his being, but like that was kind of how he was acting in life, kind of thing. The whole thing of like he was never good with ladies, and so that shifted my thing. But maybe it's just, I don't know. What's up?
No, I'm
So-
good. You can continue.
But one thing I realized about this movie, and it's not necessarily the movie, most about me, I cannot sit in a cinema for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, you've got ants in your
Is it the
pants.
movie's
Yo.
fault?
You got answers.
No, it's not.
I haven't heard that
No,
since
thing is,
primary
it's-
school.
The thing is, bad because I came out of this movie thinking this, like my back was hurting, my knees were hurting.
Yeah, you're doing.
But I came out of the movie thinking, is it just me that finds this movie long? But now I'm hearing other people saying that the pacing was a bit poor and like, oh, then maybe it's not.
So I think when it came down to it, because the pacing was poor and it didn't necessarily have that build up that you needed, that's probably why you were so restless.
Maybe. Because I used to watch. I used to go to cinemas like at least once a week, and now I'm going once a month, and I'm dreading. I'm also dreading it. And the thing is, I was really excited to watch this one.
All I can say is Aquaman won't give you that feeling.
Okay. I was pissed when I watched the movie as well. I sat next to two couples, bro. I was fuming. There's like a couple here and a couple there. And I'm sat in the middle.
About cinema etiquette, bro. People out there do not have cinema etiquette. I was watching this film, and there was like a group of people just underneath my row, and they were going on their phone. And every time my eye was looking at the screen, but then I'm seeing brightness in the corner of my eye. They're constantly going on their phone.
Do you not understand? There's a reason why.
This wasn't Tuesday, was it? I mean Wednesday.
This was Friday. I watched film on Friday.
There's a reason why popcorn doesn't taste good. It's not meant to be eaten. It's meant to be thrown at people that got their phones on. That's what it's meant to be.
It was
It's
bugging me
a
out
weapon.
still. At some point, I was like, I just wanted to just like.
Yeah. But I do have one other. You're so mad. You're not gonna hate me for this year. You know, because I have this knee thing where I can't. If I have my knee bent for so long, I have to like stretch out to click it.
Yeah.
There's times when I ain't going to the leg room, so I can't really do it. So I'm lifting my leg next to someone's head, clicking it, and bringing it back down.
Yeah. You need to work on your body. Man. What's going on, man?
Also, there's kind
Yeah, you're young.
Yeah,
I know.
You're actually the youngest one here.
I'm whatever. There's also another like, how do you tell someone that you have a fuck off melon on your shoulders? Because the guy in front of me had a wham head. And he covered the whole. You know the subtitles that came up.
Loki, they should know. Though. They should know. If you're tall, you should know that you should sit at the back or.
I was on the second row from the back, and he was in the third row. Yeah. And I guess I have a Napoleon complex because that's good. Like that, just like see the subtitles.
Oh man.
Which kind of.
They should get the note like, do you mind just sitting there? Because I can't really see the screen type of thing.
Was that?
She gave a little nodding.
How do you
tap on
tell
the
me
shoulder.
at times go like this? Can you fuck up your spine for 2.5 hours?
There's more seats. Just go to the side. Big man.
Those are sides of plaques.
Oh no, man. You
Ah.
have to hold it. Then.
I was a view. I went at 8 p.m. on a Friday.
You have to hold it. But yeah, Napoleon. It was cool. It was a cool watch.
It was definitely a movie.
It was interesting. I like it's interesting that Apple's entering the film cinema Hollywood world because this film was backed by Apple Films.
Oh yeah, wasn't it? That was the first time I saw Apple. Like,
And they did Killers of the Flower Moon as well.
did they?
Apple.
I would have loved to watch that
Apple's
time on
going
cinema.
Apple's gonna be the new big production house.
Well, you say that, but the
Facts.
next one is an Amazon Prime film.
That is what's one.
Amazon MGM.
Yeah.
Amazon
that's true as
MGM.
well. Yeah. These streaming platforms are going in with putting the stuff in cinemas now. But yeah, I think that's a review of Napoleon. Watch if you can, if you want to.
Not if
But
you can, if you want to.
I don't really recommend anyone to watch it, to be honest.
Wait for it to come out.
If you're
Apple
interested in
TV.
watching it, watch it. But I won't tell anyone, go watch that film because it was just cool to me.
To be fair, this whole streaming thing, like where they have now recent movies in cinemas, it's actually very, very lit. Like now they go straight to streaming kind of thing. It's like you'd have to figure out where you're gonna put it after it's been out. Like
Our reviews are going to be so relatable now.
Yeah.
Our rating system.
Yeah.
So what is your rating system
My rating
of
system for this.
Napoleon? Would you watch it in cinema?
Watch it on Apple.
With the benefit
watch it on
of-
Apple.
Apple
Plus.
TV.
Apple TV.
on my phone, on my Apple,
Watch
on
it
my Apple iPhone.
TV. Wait for it to go on streaming platforms. Watching Apple
With the
TV
benefit
now.
of hindsight, I would not have watched this movie.
I think I would still watch it.
No, I would not have watched it. Or
The
maybe
visual aspect of it was really good.
was
I
that?
would still watched it.
Maybe I would have watched it at home.
Why don't you say something about the movie?
But you know, but then you wouldn't watch it on your
Hey,
phone.
someone
You'd watch it
watch
on
it
a
for-
projector.
No, I'll watch it on
Like
the TV,
this,
but
you
I think
like
it's
this,
maybe
watch this movie.
it's lit.
If you like action, watch this film. If you're interested in any history to do with but history's not accurate.
If you really know about the
Sucks.
story, then watch it.
I wouldn't say
Because that's what enhanced my Oppenheimer experience of fully
fair enough.
understanding his
Yeah,
story.
but that's
That's why I went into it.
Oppenheimer, I guess, to an extent. Okay.
No, I hate-
If you know the history but are aware that it is for entertainment purposes.
No, I hated Oppenheimer the first time I saw it. Before understanding his story, I fucking hated it. I was fuming about it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't until after I understood it that's when I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So if you're like that, then this probably. So that's why I fucked up. I didn't look into his story, Napoleon's story, before watching it.
Yeah.
I would, if I've done that, then I'd watch it at home on my TV. That would have been a better experience for me.
Fair.
But we're not subscribed to Apple TV Plus. But give them more
Shout
my
out
money.
to TV Plus.
No.
You got a home here with me, man. Gang.
Give me
But we're
iPhones.
gonna move on from
Give me
reviews,
iPhones and iPads.